Okay. First of all, very good morning to all respected faculty members and my dear students. Also, welcome Sonone sir is there. Then also warm welcome of all first year engineering students in academic year 2021 and 22. Okay. Now today's session first is 3D printing. Now first welcome Dr. Gawande sir. Also, Gawande sir gives a presentation on 3D printing and machine learning. Then once again, welcome Gawande sir. And I request to Gawande sir, please start your presentation.
Okay, so thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Sir.
Okay, so I will be discussing the two emerging technologies today in front of you. So these two technologies are the 3D printing, and instead of this machine learning, I will discuss with you the another technology that is called as the augmented reality. Okay. So I belong to these two institutes. One is the Government College of Engineering, Amravati. So I have done my B from this college, and the second institute is VNIT Nagpur. So I have completed my MTech and PhD from this institute. Okay, so this is my educational the background. Now, what is meant by this 3D printing? So you all know what is the conventional printing is there. So when we print any that means the text on the paper, A4 size paper, so we give the print, and then that the same text it is printed on that particular paper. So we call that as the conventional printing, that is called as the 2D printing. Now just imagine we give the print, and a 3D model get printed by the printer. Okay, so that is the same concept that we are using in the 3D printing. Okay, so the word itself says it is the printing of three-dimensional object. So that is called as the 3D printing. Okay, so on your right hand side, whatever the printer is there, so that is called as the 3D printer. Now, how this concept get arises? So from the ancient time, so if you refer the pyramids, okay, so this is the perfect examples of additive manufacturing. So we'll discuss what is meant by additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing means if you consider the bottom base, so it gets started from bottom base, and then the layers are placed one over the other, and then the total pyramid get printed, okay, or the total pyramid get formed. Okay, so the another example is this one. So the children used to draw these sketches on the books, and then when we open that one, so it takes the page by page, and then the picture get produced in front of us. So that is also the examples of additive manufacturing. Okay. Now we have just discussed the 3D printing. So let me introduce to the definition of the 3D printing now. The 3D printing, or it is also called as additive manufacturing. We will see what is meant by this additive manufacturing in our next slide. Actually, it is a process of making three-dimensional solid objects from the digital file. Okay, and this 3D printing it produces the complex shapes. Okay, and also using the less material than the traditional manufacturing methods. Okay, so the main aim of the 3D printing is to produce the three-dimensional object, and the advantage is what it produces any type of the complex 3D object. Now it is called as additive manufacturing. So if you refer this 3D the 3D printing, so it is also called as the additive manufacturing. So what is meant by this additive manufacturing? So if you refer the video on the left hand side, so see, I have already told you the model is created by placing the layer by layer. Okay, so material is added layer by layer, and then the complete model is formed. So that is called as the additive manufacturing. We are adding the model, we are adding the material, and then that part is, or the model is created. If you refer on the right hand side, so that is called as the subtractive manufacturing. This is called as the conventional manufacturing process. Okay, so in conventional manufacturing process, what is there? We take the material, and then we subtract the material from it, and then we produce the particular part. So here there is a removal of material, while in case of this 3D printing, we are adding the material. That's why it is called as what? The additive manufacturing. Now this is again the same thing. So if you refer this one, the first one is the subtractive manufacturing. We have taken some material, we have removed the material from that one, and then we have produced the product, but at the same time we got a lot of waste there. What is the advantage of using the 3D printing? So here we require the material. We are adding the material one by one, that is layer by layer, and the product is formed. But as compared to the subtractive manufacturing or the conventional manufacturing, we have the least waste of material in case of the 3D printing. Okay. Now, what we required in the 3D printing? So first of all, we required a printer. Okay, so this is there. The different parts of the printers are there, and we require the filaments. Okay, so if you refer on the right hand side, so this is what these are the filaments are there. Okay, so these are the filaments. Okay, that we required. So I will explain what is the use of this filament. First of all, let us discuss the different parts of this printer. So this printer consists of, this is the frame of the printer. Okay, so this is called the frame. Then the another one, the middle part, this is the most important part. Here there is a nozzle, and the whatever the filament is there here, so that filament wire, it comes into this nozzle. The nozzle is having the heater. Okay, and then because of that heating process, that the filament get melted, and that melted part, the melted material that is formed here, and the 3D that three-dimensional product arises here. Okay, so that is the basic technology the 3D printing is using. This is called as the printer bed. Here we produce that 3D model. We required a motherboard, we required electronics part, we required certain programming for this one. This is the power supply. Okay, and since we are producing here certain heat, so we require here cooling plan. And this is the display screen from where we can control the different parameters. Okay, so what is the basic principle for to develop the 3D model in case of the 3D printer? So whatever the filament is there, okay, so this filament, it is generally in form of the plastic. It may be material. It may be a material also. We can melt the material also. That is called the metal 3D printer, which is used in the industry. But the that means the mostly available printer, that is called the FDM printer. Okay, fused deposition material printer, and for that purpose we are using the PLA material. So this PLA material get melted, and by melting that PLA material, that layer, by forming the layer by layer, we get the 3D printed part. Okay, then the next one is, so these are the steps in the printing. So what we required, suppose we want to print we want to print the three-dimensional model. So what are the steps in the 3D printing? So first of all, we have to produce that three-dimensional object in certain modeling software. Okay, so we require modeling software. In that modeling software, we have to produce the three-dimensional model. After that, the next process, this is called the slicing process. Okay, that means we have to cut this complete model into the number of parts. Okay, so that we are called the slicing. Okay, and then once that the part is sliced, then we have to produce the dimensions. Okay, we have to send the dimensions to the printer. Okay, and according to the dimensions, that total part get printed by means of the 3D printer. Okay, so this is the simple procedure that is followed in the 3D printing. We will discuss this procedure in details in the next slide. Now I have told you the first step is to build a model. Okay, in the modeling software. Now suppose, let us discuss, we have to print this the Taj Mahal model. Okay, so we have to prepare this Taj Mahal model in the modeling software. There are different types of the modeling softwares are available. You can use Fusion 360, CATIA, Solid Edge, ANSYS, SolidWorks, or the another softwares are also there. So you can use any software to develop the 3D model. Okay, now once that model is there, okay, okay, so once that model is there, we have to slice that model. Okay, now if you don't want to develop the model, so models are also available in on certain sites also. So Thingiverse is the most commonly used site. If you go to this site, so you will get different types of models available there. So you can take the model from that site, and you can directly print that model in your 3D printer. Okay, so that facility is also available. So after the first step, I have told you what we have to do. We have to slice that model. Now, what is my slicing? So slicing means just what we have to cut the complete part into number of parts. Okay, so this is the principle what that we have to adopt while using the 3D printer. So for that purpose, we have to use certain software. So that is Cura. Cura is a open source software that we have to use for the slicing. Okay, so in this software, we are providing certain parameters to the 3D printer, that particular part. Okay, So once that the parameters are provided in the part, then we have to send that file to the 3D printer. Okay. Now once it goes to whenever it goes to that particular the printer now. So now when that particular printer it receives that file, so it start printing. Okay. So this is our 3D printer. Now we have sent that file. So that file comes in the form of STL file. Now once that printer receives the file, so if you see here, this is the wire is there, that is part of the filament. This is our nozzle. Here we have the heater, and now by melting that PLA material, okay, now see, this is printing that particular Taj Mahal model here. Okay, and after some time what we'll get, the total 3D that Taj Mahal model get printed here. Okay, so this is the basic the philosophy of using this 3D printer. Okay. Okay. Now, what are the applications of this the 3D printer? So these are the top 6 industries which are using this 3D printing technology. So it is also using in a very large amount in the education sector. Okay, so that is from the class 1 to up to the PhD students. These students are using the 3D printer for their projects now. Okay, the another sectors are electronics, automotive, medical. Okay, so medical, I will tell you where we are using this technology: architecture, aerospace. Okay, so these are the certain examples. If you see this part, okay, so here what you will see, this is the complete that means the car which is printed 3D printed. Okay, now on the bottom side, if you see that is the skull is there. So that is used in the total skull is printed. That means if a part is broken, okay, so that complete part can be printed, okay, and we can place that part in our body. So that is possible using the 3D printing. If you refer the second diagram here, we using the 3D printer, complete house is built, okay, and the another examples are there for the, this is the 3D printed house. Okay, directly we can print the house. Okay, this is for the automotive sector. Then this is for the aerospace industry. We know that for the aerospace industry we need light parts, and that parts are very complex, and that is now possible using the 3D printing. Now in jewelry also, okay, we can print any complex jewelry using this 3D print. So instead of using the plastic, we have to use the that gold filament, and using that gold filament you can print the ornaments here. Okay, so that is also possible using 3D printing. Now I have just told you that using this 3D printer we can print the house. So this is the example of the printing the house, so using the 3D printing. Okay, now we have printed the 3D objects, but what will happen when we are using the filament? So this is generally the plastic. So we have to, that means whenever it prints something, so a lot of waste is produced using this 3D printing process. Okay, now what we have done, so we have collected all this the waste, the filaments, and then we have converted that again into the filaments. Okay, so that project we have done in the last that is done from the students from the last project batch, and then that we have presented that paper in the international conference at National Institute of Technology, Patna. Okay, so NIT Patna, we have presented that paper. So that is again the reuse of the filaments. Okay, so whatever the filament that is going waste, so that we are using, and we are again converting that into the filaments. Okay, so this is that regarding that project. Now we are again also taking the summer internship in our college. We are training our students how to use the 3D printer. You are also welcome to participate in such type of the workshop. We are definitely going to organize for you also. Okay, so that we will teach you how to use the 3D printer, and then you can turn your ideas into reality. Okay, so this is the summer internship program. Now, this is the most important part. These are the two students. One is the Mr. Akshay Budabad, and this is Swarali Babar. These two students are from first year engineering when they joined me, and they told me that, sir, we will develop the 3D printer. And during their second year only, they have built this 3D printer in our college. So this is the 3D printer that is built in our college itself by these two students, and they have started their own startup. The name of the startup is Clover. Okay, and this Clover is now it is now in it is producing the 3D printers and CNC. It is producing the CNC. Okay, these are the two. That means see on that means that from these two first year students only can develop or can start their startup. Okay, so they have come with the ideas, and they have converted that into reality. Then this is the the Clover, their product. Okay, so this is AVS Mark 1 first prototype. Okay, we have presented this 3D printer at various exhibitions. Okay, and these are the certain part. Okay, so the parts we have developed from it. See, we always take the, that means we always consider that this the final product. Okay, so it looks good, that means everyone appreciate that one, but it will take a lot of efforts, so that the efforts are coming from this one. See, the students have developed from the scratch. Okay, so they have collected all these things. Okay, so this is not the purchase printer. They have collected all these parts during the this pandemic situation. Okay, during lockdown, we have ordered this online, all the parts, and then we have assembled all these parts, and then finally it is converted into the 3D printer. So this 3D printer, see, this is the prototype we are testing in our lab. Okay, so finally the printer started, and we have started printing the products here. Okay, and then step by step, then it is converted into the final product. Okay, so this type of the 3D printed parts we have produced here. Okay, so you can also develop this one, just come up with the ideas and then convert that into reality. Okay, this is the Krushak is there. The Krushak, the one expo is there at Baramati. You know that one. We have presented our 3D printer to the farmers. We have shown how we can prepare the parts, 3D printed parts, which are useful for our farmers. Okay, we have also shown it to various respected dignitaries. We have also presented that in our college also. Before launch, we have launched this product in our college first, and then we have presented that in the expo. This is there. So we also presented that in front of the Honorable Sahib also. So this is regarding that part. Okay. So this is all regarding the 3D printing. Okay. So I have just given you the basic introduction of 3D printing, how we have used that one. The detail we will definitely discuss in our workshop that will come in the future. Now, let me discuss about the second part, that is the augmented reality. Okay. So this augmented reality is what is this augmented reality? Now, most of you definitely have played this game. Okay, so this is called the Pokemon Go. So what is this Pokemon Go? The game is there. So you have to follow certain path, and then at particular location, at particular GPS location, what will find you this Pokemon Go? It appears at that particular location. So that is that game is using what? The augmented reality. So what is this augmented reality? Augmented reality is what? It is producing the digital image in the real world. Okay, so whatever you have the digital image, that you can produce in the real world. So that is called as what? The augmented reality. Okay, so so this is the again, these are the this is one of the emerging technologies. It is also combined with the VR, that is the virtual reality. Okay, so one is called as AR, that is called as augmented reality, and the another one is called as the VR, that is the virtual reality. So what are the sectors which are affecting this or using this AR and VR technology? So education, healthcare, airspace, travels, automotive, marketing, retail, journalism, skilled trades, real estate. So many industries are there which is using this technology now. Okay. Now, if you refer this one, so you are definitely see you must have downloaded the app also. The famous app is what? That is the Lenskart. Suppose if you are watching the TV, though, you will get that ad. Okay, so Lenskart is there. So if you download that Lenskart app, okay, so that Lenskart is using the AR technology, and it will give a lot of options that which glasses you can use. Okay, so that is using the AR technology. Okay, so these are again, this is the product washing machine. That means if you scan that washing machine, it will show how it works. Okay, then if you go to the museum, Okay, so it will display which type of that is the part which is or the description regarding that particular that model will be displayed there on your mobile phone. It will also use in the navigation. Google is using this one. It will tell you where you have to go. It will also detect various types of the shops also. Okay, you don't have to ask anyone. It will display all the things here. Okay, so that is the use of the augmented reality. Now, this is about this AR is the people say that the educators can use AR to teach from the alphabets to the rocket science. Okay, so we can use this technology for teaching. That means in education sectors, from nursery to direct, we can use it for developing the rocket science here. Now, what are the importance of this AR technology? So it is the coexistence of digital information with the real environment. I have just told you we can put the digital image into a real environment. I will show you that one just after completing the sites. Now, to visualize 3D models in a simulated environment in real time and at scale, okay, we can see any type of model in the real environment. Accessible learning materials, okay. So you can we can develop the apps from here. I will show you that apps afterwards. You can access that app at your place. Okay, you can see whatever the equipments are there in our lab. You can access that equipment from there from there. Okay, we don't require the special equipment for this one. Only the smartphone is required. Okay, so that is sufficient. It will develop the student engagement and interest. So it will definitely create interest, the student interest in teaching and learning process. It is a faster and more effective way of the learning process. Okay, and at the same time we can generate the practical learning and skill development also from this technology. Okay, so these are the certain the advantages of this technology. Now these are the popular AR software. Okay, so if you want to learn the software, a lot of softwares are available in the market, so you can go for the software. I am using this Unity software. Okay, so if you are playing the games, so when you open any game, so initially it is started with the Unity, so made with Unity. So it is start with the Unity. So Unity is one of the popular software. The popular software is the AR Kit. So this is AR Core is from Google. Okay, then 8-Wall, Euphoria, Blender. So these are the again different types of the softwares are there. Okay. Now what we required here? So here we required hardware. So a strong hardware is required for developing this app. So or this project. So we require the hardware. Okay, a good RAM, then the hard disk. Okay, then we require software. So you can use any type of software. Unity is the popular software in this category, and we required here Android phone. Okay, so now whatever the phones which are available in the market, so in that on that Android phone we can see this technology, or we can experience this technology. So that is our Android phone. Okay, we require that one. Okay, now let me show you. So this is this one example. Now you might have seen the Jurassic Park, the movie. So how it is that is how it is directed. So the whatever these suppose so this is my son who is standing on the platform, but so in front of him nothing is there. But now using the that technology, what I have done, I have put this dinosaur in front of him. Okay, and I have told him to just to act. So whenever that actor is acting, so we see that it is standing in front of the dinosaur. Okay, so the whatever the Hollywood movies are there, so that is based on the same concept. They are using these softwares, and they are creating this amazing experience in front of us. Okay, so okay, now this is the technology of the future. Okay, now many that means the sectors, I have told you many sectors, they are using the software for the software for their for various purposes, that is for marketing up to the education. Okay, so now let us show, I will show you, just wait for a minute, I will show you certain app that I have developed, and we will okay, just a minute. Just give a minute to me. So I will. So I will show you how the apps are, whatever the apps I have developed. Okay. So now, if you see, I hope my phone is. I have cast my phone in front of you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
yeah. So if you refer this one now, see. So these are certain apps. See, I have developed this app. So if you refer these black type of apps, so these are from certain apps are there. Now let me show you. So first of all, we have to develop some project that in Unity, and then we have to develop the app. Okay. Now let me show you the app one by one. So I will first show you this robotics app. So when we open this robotics app, see this is there. It is made with the Unity. So I'm opening that app now on my phone. So I have opened that app. And now this certain image is there. See, so that app is there. So I have opened that app now, and I'm scanning this image. Okay, so on my table. So this image is on my table. Now what is there? To refer, see this is the robot. Okay, so this robot is there on the on the table. Okay, so you see this one. Now the second one is, if you refer this here, so see this is the image, and now this is the mechanical system. So if you go closer, you can go closer, you can move around this 360-degree around this thing. Now the third image is here. Okay, if you refer here, now see this is the mechanical system. Okay, this is the reciprocating engine is there. So on this particular desk, see this is the desk on in my cabin, and now I am running that one. Okay, so I'm running that thing here. Okay, now for civil engineer, suppose so civil engineer might be interested in this one. So see this one. So what we have done, we have created, see this is the building I have created on my desk. Okay, so student might be interested in this one, civil engineer. So now you can move around, you can go inside this building also. Okay, so this on particular this image, so it is created this 3D model here. Okay, like this. Okay, now this is the another one. So you will definitely like this one. So this thing. Okay, so this is the robotics lab. Now let me show you the one app that we have developed for your engineering graphics subject, that is from your second semester. So okay, so this is the see this one. So this is the 3D model. Okay, so this is from your engineering graphics. Okay, so this is the front view of this three-dimensional object. This is the top view. Okay, you can go on the top. Okay, you can move to the side. Okay, so you can move around 360-degree around this three-dimensional object. Okay, so this is from your engineering graphics subject. Okay, so three-dimensional model, so which is there. Okay, and this is again, this one is there. Yeah, now you see this one. It is standing on my laptop. Okay, so you see this thing. You see, I'm moving around this thing. Okay, so he is standing on. He's just appearing on my my laptop. Okay. Okay, like this. Okay, so so this is the basic principle of this, using this technology, that we can put any digital image in the real world. Okay. Okay, so this is the second one. Now let me show you the third one that we developed. So this is from the thermodynamics lab. This is the this we are developing for one lab. Okay, so this is the lab is there. So the concept is, whenever you enter into the lab, you have to just open the app, and when you scan that particular equipment, so all the information regarding that the equipment you will get on your mobile phone or in a particular app. Okay, so then you have to start this app, and then you have to scan that particular object. Okay, so that particular video will start there. Okay, so this is on the window now. This is on the window. So you'll get all the information regarding that particular the equipment by or just observing that video. Okay. Okay, you can close this one also. So that is regarding the app. Okay. Then the last one is the app that we have developed during our the examination. That is during the the admission process. So which explain all the information regarding our department, that is from mechanical department. Okay. So here, so you can refer like see. So this is the virtual screen that is appearing on here. Okay. So now this is the second information regarding second lab. See here. Here nothing is there. See, this is just the virtual plane is there. Okay. Yeah, if you're able to.
Branches of engineering you find to make automated systems. Here at Mechatronics and Automation Lab, you will find different types of mechatronic instruments as well as different types of actuators like hydraulic pneumatic actuators.
So like this.
Different types of automated systems.
Okay. So these are the types of the app which we are developing for our for the academic purposes. Okay. So that is the use of the technology that we are using. Okay. So let me close now. Okay. So this is I think the time is also the over whatever the allotted time which is given to me. So in this presentation, I have just given you the introduction of these two technologies. One is for the 3D printing and another one is this augmented reality. Okay. We will definitely take you to the advanced level in these technologies when you are there in the college. We'll organize certain workshops and the seminars regarding these technologies so that you can also share your ideas, and then we will proceed with your ideas and will convert that into your projects. Okay. So thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions regarding these two technologies, I am available to answer you. Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for sharing knowledge with us, and also you give lot of information about the 3D printing and machine learning, and you have to explain real examples of 3D printing, and also which there are require some software or hardwares and mobile phones. It will be useful for 3D printing and machine learning. Thank you, sir. You give a lot of knowledge regarding 3D printing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. If students have any questions, they can ask me.
Sir, what is principle used in virtual reality?
Virtual reality, actually, it is based on, if you refer here, see here, there is one image is there. Okay. So it scan this image. Okay. And in the project, whatever we put on this image. Okay. So I have put this the dinosaur here. So whenever that particular that app, it scan this image. So it identify that he has to put, or it has to put the dinosaur, digital image there. Okay. So that here we are using this is called as the track. We are tracking these images. Okay. So there are certain the projects are also there, so we don't have to use these images also. Okay. We can directly put this on the surface. Okay. So that is also possible there, but our only certain Android phones did that support that that surface tracking. So our regular phones, they require this tracking the images. Okay. So that's why we are using this tracking images here. Okay. we require certain image to scan here. See, we are scanning here this the washing machine. Okay, we are scanning this part here. Okay, we are scanning this paper here. So certain things it is required to scan.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, any other question?
Yes, the students can unmute themselves and ask. But remember that do not necessarily unmute, otherwise it creates a nuisance and disturbs the entire mob.
Sir, please explain again augmented reality.
See, augmented reality is what actually it puts the digital image. Okay, so we can put here the digital image. So digital image or object. Okay, so it may be anything is possible. Okay, and that we can put in the real environment. Okay, so I have just shown you that on the table I'm the 3D model or something animation is appearing there. Okay, so that is possible using the augmented reality. So here you refer this one. Here this one company, see, which is manufacturing of the sofa. Okay. Now in see, we can before purchasing that this sofa. Okay, we can put that model in our that means in our home. Okay, or we can put that in our the space available in the home, and we will see that where it is adjusting in particular space or not. So that is possible. Okay, now what is in a coming future, see, the Facebook has already announced that he'll be using the augmented reality in future. So definitely after a few months or year, Facebook will be using this augmented reality. Okay, Flipkart and Amazon also they are now planning to use this augmented reality for their for marketing purpose. Okay, so this is the this is from the marketing. So IKEA, so IKEA, IKEA. So that is the name of that company which is using this augmented reality. Google is also starting using. Also, he has already started using this augmented reality. Okay, and then other various companies now they are planning to use this augmented reality just to to get more customers for their products. Okay, so these are the.
Sir, how does 3D glasses works?
Yeah, so yeah, 3D glasses actually it is the same thing. What we are using here the Android phone. Okay, so that we have to put in our hands and then we have to scan this scan all these things. Now if you put that 3D glasses, okay, actually that is AR glasses and virtual reality glasses. So I have not explained here you the virtual reality. In virtual reality you can directly enter into the another world. That means the in virtual world. Okay, and then we can do a lot of things there. Okay, so that is possible. Now what about these glasses? So I'm holding this Android phone with my hands here. Okay, instead of doing this we can put the glasses. Okay, we can put the glasses and we can directly scan the total thing whatever available with that is in front of us. Okay, so that is possible using. So just the camera of this Android phone that is converted into 3D glasses, and then that we are putting it on the that our head. Okay, so that is the only thing is there. So all the technology, okay, or of scanning the images, so that is converted into the 3D glasses. Okay, so instead of holding the phone or a tab, you just put okay, you just put the 3D glasses and you scan the image. Okay, so it is just wearing the VR glasses. Okay, VR. So you are entering into the virtual reality.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Yeah.
Dr. Vipin Gawande, sir, this session has been immense, intellectual, provoking, reflecting all the possible creativities. So many thanks on the behalf of first year and the students also for also completing the session exactly on time. Thanks a lot, sir. Have a great day ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.